Hello, how are you doing? My name is Dean Roger Ray, and I've got a message. A while back, I tried fighting Cancer Man Nightmare, Cancer Man COINTELPRO, whoever he is. Definitely linked to the New World Order government. I went silent because I wanted to try a different method of fighting, rather silent and listen to my enemy without myself interacting, and I learned quite a lot. What I did learn is that the Hegelian system that the Masons have invented requires that you feed off your enemy, that you need your enemy's energy. And what I mean by that is you need emotional response, that your bullets are hitting your target. And then that makes you feel good because you've managed to frighten your enemy, or you managed to take him down. So, without further ado, I wish to figure out the next level of engagement. And I have figured it out, that it's better to re-educate everybody on what they're doing, but not interact with Cancer Man Nightmare unless he comes to my level. And then we can talk then, but not at the level that he goes into ad hominem attacks. If he needs to do that, he can do that without me striking back and trying to sense whether the words have hit their target or not. Because even if you're the bad guy, you do not want the NWO in power. Because if you look at the guide stones, they want 1 million survivors, and it's guaranteed you're not part of that. Unless your bloodlines have come clearly from certain bloodlines. So, basically, unless you've studied as extensive as I have, you should listen to this message and gather the intel that you need from it. What I am trying to do is expose these guys. Expose what they're doing. And get them to fail. Miserably. And maybe, possibly, get them to feed my system. And when they start feeding my system, the trolls will be destroyed. That is my goal. In order to do that, I have to take some very, very not so smart people and educate them up to the part where they know what's going on. Now, if Cancer Man Nightmare proves that he is of the level that I am coming at him now, if he proves he is at that level, then I will talk to him. But if he doesn't talk at that level, he will be simply ignored for a reason. And I will keep on putting these messages out. And right now he's battling UK Troll and Boohoo FX, and I've watched it, and it's at a level that where he mentions the need for feed. He mentions he needs the energy or something. And he's right. You become dependent on your enemy, and you try to keep the argument alive. But that is not my goal. I do not want to keep any New World Order operatives alive. So giving them feedback to their target, or becoming the target and giving them feedback, is not a good idea. But exposing their strategies before they fully attack will give the people that these, like Montegraph, he goes in, he gets attacked by an assassin or whatever. I exposed that, shut him down, because it was so ridiculous. I found out, I figured out that the same camera that he uses for all his other pictures, same quality, is the same one he used when he had that fake attacker trying to attack him. So I'm like, how'd the fake attacker get a hold of the camera and doing all that stuff to him? So all he's doing was he was making himself the victim to make everybody happy that somebody else is doing the job. But it wouldn't go like a Hegelian system. The good side does not fight in a continuous battle for pain. We end the fight as fast as we can, because you do not want to become dependent on your enemy, or dependent on the feedback of shoot, and then need the feedback of seeing if your target, if your words hit the mark, or as we say. So my point is that in order to win this battle, we cannot feed off our enemy. And Cancer Man Nightmare, it doesn't matter how undercover he is, what kind of officer he is corrupted. There is no officer that would do what he does online. These people, this is the Illuminati protection, because they have claimed the badges of all of our authority. This is the Illuminati protection, is undercover operatives that work at a sheriff's department, that work at, different legal venues, and then they turn around and say, well, you're disrupting an undercover, we're trying to, straighten things out here, but they're not. Okay? And I have proved that by showing the truth, and the fact that Cancer Man Nightmare disputes it to lies. I've openly proved that. Okay? And another thing is they want a big diversion from the fact that we're all here after 2012. Okay? And they're going to do the big diversions until 2016, which is your next 4-year voting system. Okay? Every 4 years you vote in a new president, right? And it just happens to be where the new doomsday is. Okay? Because the presidential system is designed to be weak. Okay? On purpose. Because in a democracy, if you design the presidential system to be weak, like no plans can be made because you got a different leader every 4 years, it doesn't work. Okay? And the reason it doesn't work is because the political system is held back. Now, I think your founding fathers in the United States designed it that way, to keep the political system weak. Okay? That's how democracy flourishes, because the people in your country can be stronger than the political system. They're allowed to bear arms. It's like taking the internet, what the internet has achieved. Like you look at the military's excuse for, you can't handle all the weaponry and we can't handle giving it out to all the public. Yet, if we all got the internet, got on the same page, like we half are, like the trolls are the only disruption to what we are trying to achieve. Like the internet is perfect. That is perfect Tesla brotherhood system. But the trolls have created a season of hate. Like they've taken the perfect system and they've manipulated it to hate. And that's what their objectives are. That's what Cancer Man Nightmare's objective is pure hate. Okay? They need that. They need to feed off it. They need to create that. Right? Hate and fear. And every 4 years they bottle you up into little... So they're going to divert your attention away. Maca Electric is going to go on to other stuff, and they're not going to say 2012 end of the world, because you know what? It won't be till 2016. Then after 2016, it'll be till 2020, 2024, 2028, because this is an ongoing exercise every 4 years with these guys. Okay, so now we've got a political system, but we don't have the democratic side with it. Instead, we've got this Illuminati, communist, Illuminati, fascist. They're everything. Okay, if you studied up as much as I have, they're the ones that trained Hitler. Hitler was Catholic, Jesuit, Eustache Army, whatever. Okay, so think about what I said, because it is hard to explain in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, so really try to grab what I'm trying to say, because that is the overall, as much as I could say within the limits I have. Okay? So, so look at the strategy of what's happening now with Montegraph, with Nightmare, UK Troll. That is a fight between England and the United States that it might be real. It might be. Okay, I'm not sure. Because there's England rebelled from the EU, so I can imagine they're focusing on getting rid of the British trolls and getting rid of their influence. So I could imagine that fight's probably real. Okay, plus it's probably, although it is strange that they're fighting in a Hegelian fashion. There's I would be surprised to see maybe more more of a strategy like mine to cut it short. But I guess they're maybe too much brainwashed themselves, or maybe this is part of the game. I don't know. But from what I've seen the president of, I seen the English Parliament challenge the Catholic president of the European Union. So that kind of told me that, oh my goodness, England's breaking away. But you wonder, because the trolls are not really fighting for a permanent solution. They're not. They're more fighting Hegelian style, which is what trolls do. It's conflict management. So I'm wondering if I don't know. I just, I'm trying to educate you guys and show you what tools I have, and then see if you guys can get in there and help me out. Because I'm just going to put it out there, right? So I've been silently watching these guys and got out of the limelight so that all the trolls are not focusing on me. And I just wanted to see if they go dark or if they focus on other things. And then they went to the English trolls. And that was interesting. That was interesting that they went that direction. But also it was interesting that they're still fighting the Hegelian style, which is conflict management. They're still trying to follow the rules of no side has broken the rules that really allow a permanent victory, or like I can expose them like what I'm doing now with this video, and it will put a permanent nuclear blast right into their plans, because I've touched on topics that they've done to you. So again, I'll just reiterate, Montegraph, he makes himself the victim, tried to lure, makes himself the victim of an assassin trying to come after him. That's my first thing I spotted. Now, he tried to lure in a partnership with UK Troll, and then all of a sudden he betrayed them, and it becomes a whole... But you'll notice that these trolls, although allied in different stances, they play there's no real punches. Like I don't see the punches being real. I find them just a theater of hate that is Hegelian. I find that there's no real effort to blast this thing into the next level. There is a slightly with the Tesla Brotherhood 1, which is not my channel. There is a slight chance that someone is trying to take the next level. But I don't know who that is, so I don't know who's playing that angle. So that is very interesting. They were mentioning Masons and mentioning COINTELPRO, so that's pretty good imitation of me. So interesting. But I would probably figure that if these trolls were actually fighting a Hegelian system within, and then using a cat's paw strategy to maybe put my name in there so that they can come at them with the more open punches, that would be kind of cool. So I'll leave you guys to that, and I'm going to sit back and watch the fight and just do commentaries until Cancerman Nightmare comes to my level. If you do Cancerman Nightmare, I will respond to you. However, if your level is going to continue to be highly stupid and Hegelian, no talk.